Did you know that there are 4 measurements you need to consider when picking out the right size watch? The first is to determine the size of your wrist, and that's going to require a ruler and about a foot-long piece of cordage. And if you're in a pinch, you could even use a charging cord from one of your devices. And then just wrap that around the wrist you're going to be wearing the watch on and get it to a tension that you're happy with. Lengthen it out, lay it on the ruler, and that's your wrist measurement. And for some reference, my wrist is about 7 1/8 of an inch, or about 181 millimeters. And now that we know our wrist size, our second measurement is the diameter of the case. And I'm going to be using a VAER watch's S5 tactical field watch in 42 millimeter size. Now, the way a watch is measured is diagonally across the face, including the case. So think maybe 4 and 10 or 8 and 2, but it does not include the crown or any crown guards that may be around it. Now, there's a third measurement that's often overlooked, but I would argue is even more important than knowing the diameter of the watch, and it is the lug to lug measurement. And I'm just gonna hit these quick release tabs right there. These are the lugs where the strap connects to the body. So from this point right here down to this point right here is going to actually give you a better determination if this watch is going to fit on your wrist. And the reason for that is because we have limited space when we go from north to south across our wrist, but east to west, we have a lot more space. So this watch is 48 millimeters from lug to lug, meaning that I have just a little bit of extra space on my wrist. And here's a pro tip for you before we get to that fourth and final measurement, and it's that a watch can definitely be too big for your wrist, but it's pretty tough to get a watch that's too small. And if the thought enters your mind, I wonder if this watch is too big for me, it probably is. The final measurement to consider is the thickness of your watch. If you wear a lot of long sleeve attire that is fitted, a thicker watch may be difficult and you'll find yourself fighting with it more often than not. This VAER C4 is over 12 millimeters thick. And I love how it presents on my wrist, but when I'm wearing a fitted jacket, I prefer something more like the S5, which is a little over 9 millimeters. And that's why